President William Ruto has received bad news from Western region, where the opposition or the alternative government is camping to ensure that the Mlembe votes go into one basket, and that is the opposition, and also making sure that the lieutenants of President William Ruto in Western, and that is Musalia Mudavadi, Wetangula, Didmas Baraza, and the rest, they don't have a chance to convince the people of Western into voting for UDA again. Speaking today, Rigathi Gachagua, who recently lost his impeachment case, stood explosively talking about how they will win the votes come 2027. In fact, he did the math that the Mount Kenya region already has the 7 million votes, and Rigathi Gachagua is trying so hard to bring the votes together, and in fact he made a declaration that already, as he was speaking, he has the 7 million votes from Mount Kenya. And therefore, he said that from Western region, they need to amass the 5 million votes from that region. And equally, Kalonzo Musyoka will bring 3.5 million votes. And at the end of the day, they want to win with a margin, a big margin that President William Ruto cannot go to contest in Supreme Court. And in fact, they quoted that if possible, they need to have 20 million votes. I don't know whether that is possible, but let us listen to what Rigathi Gachagua said.
Songo aende asiende. Mimi pale nyumbani nimeunganisha kura milioni 7. Pale Mulima 7 million. Pale Nairobi tumeunganisha milioni 3. Tukiweka pamoja 10 million. Tunataka watu ya Mlembe muunganishe kula milioni 5. Tuongeze na ile 10. Tushikane na ya Kalonzo milioni 3.5. Tunataka huyu jamaa tumfukuse na kula milioni 20. Muko tayari? Muko tayari? Wangapi wanasema tutafuta kiongozi mmoja? One presidential candidate. Tuko hapo? Mimi nauliza, tukisema ni huyu ni wa Marwa, mtakubali? Tukisema ni Kalonzo Musyoka, mtakubali? Tukisema ni Muturi, mtakubali? Na wakisema ni Rigiji? Na wakisema ni Rigiji? Kwanza mimi wakisema ni mimi, huyo jamaa nitamkimbiza kama baisikeli ya kuibiwa. Unajua juzi alikuja masishi pale Nyandarua, uliniona? Ameketi hapo, nikamwambia hakuna bomu haina mwenyewe.
Now that is Rigathi Gachagua speaking, and one person who has 7 lives like a cat is Rigathi Gachagua. I'm very sure the government of President William Ruto wanted to make sure that Rigathi Gachagua is silenced, because everyone thought that Gachagua would win the case, the impeachment case against William Ruto, or rather against the government. But because you know who William Ruto is, a good strategist, he influenced that case. I know others will say, oh, how do you know? We understand that the judiciary is independent, but at the same time we know that the president of a country like Kenya can equally influence the decisions of the judiciary. This is not the first time, nor the second time. It has happened before. So I can confirm that William Ruto perhaps had a hand in the case, and also had a hand in the results that were announced recently during the judgment day of that case, where many people are saying that now Rigathi Gachagua cannot contest for any seat in government. I don't know how that is possible, because today you had Rigathi Gachagua saying he will be on ballot, despite the fact that Mother Koome herself said that once someone is impeached, he remains impeached unless the courts lift the impeachment. But in as much as he's impeached, in as much as the case is in court, there is nothing like holding a public office. Now, these are the things that President William Ruto does not want to hear. And the main headache of President William Ruto is having the united opposition come together. He doesn't want the opposition team to unite, because he knows if the two factions of opposition, that is Linda Mwananchi and alternative government, if they come together, bad things will happen. And you realize today, or rather this time for 3 days, the alternative government will be in Western region. And as from Sunday, or rather not even as from Sunday, on Sunday, Edwin Sifuna will equally hold a rally in Thika, that is Kiambu, a massive rally. I'm very sure President William Ruto is in panic right now. He feels that the heat is too much. And that is why, if you are keen, you've realized that when things are not okay in the country, President William Ruto always runs away. Like recently, he has been away for some time, and I can confirm it is because of the issues that were in Kenya. That is the time we had the Utumishi girls, 16 girls, innocent girls losing lives because of the carelessness, because of lack of structures that can be put in place to arrest such situations when they occur. Equally, there was a looming finance bill demonstrations, and the reading of the finance bill. He thought maybe things would happen the same way they happened in 2024, because all signs indicated that. So President William Ruto tentatively ran away in what he said a developmental tour and planning to bring goods to Kenyans. But again, you need to understand that all these things, all these tours, I don't know how much they help the country. Yeah, I really don't know how much they help the country. Maybe you can write down there in the comment section according to your perspective. What do you think about these consistent rallies that President William Ruto attends or rather goes? But then you realize that William Ruto is now deviating from attacking Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua has been consistently going head on President William Ruto. He has stopped attacking Rigathi Gachagua in return, and now he has directed all his guns to Kalonzo Musyoka. I'm saying that because of what today, what William Ruto said while in Marsabit, where he said that Kalonzo Musyoka is so old, he has served for so long, he has been in government for more than 50 years, but there is nothing to show. In fact, he said that Kenyans cannot remember Kalonzo because of anything, because he has served in different ministries, including even education. He has served as the vice president. And he was asking, if he never did anything all those years, how clever did he become in one night or in one time that he wanted to change Kenya that he could not change in those 50 years? Although it is a genuine question that President William Ruto is asking, but again, I'm drawn to the fact that now he has deviated all his attacks and his harnessing energy, and he's now pushing is now pushing Kalonzo Musyoka so much. But I'll give you a reason. President William Ruto knows that Kalonzo Musyoka, if given a chance to be the flag bearer of the opposition, his chances of defending his seat will be so low, because Kalonzo Musyoka is liked, and there can be almost 100% turnout in Mount Kenya region to vote for Kalonzo Musyoka. People love Kalonzo Musyoka, not because of his old age or not because of how he addresses issues, but it's because Kalonzo Musyoka is someone, in as much as he has worked in different positions, he is not a thief. He does not steal from Kenyans. Yeah, there is no scandal that has ever touched the Kalonzo Musyoka that he's a thief, or rather he's stealing the government coffers. There is no single case that has emerged. Maybe it is, I don't know, but I've never seen any case. And there is a way Kenyans love Kalonzo Musyoka. He has been in this game for so long. And therefore, according to what rumor has, they say that opposition team is re-energizing, is warming up for Kalonzo Musyoka and Edwin Sifuna as the running mate, while Kalonzo, or rather Matiang'i, will be given the position of the Prime Minister. That is a rumored alignment. But then when you think critically, when you think creatively, you'll realize that that combination is the only combination that the opposition can come up with now that Rigathi Gachagua is out of the equation, in as much as he's claiming that he can be on the ballot, and if he's given the chance to run for president, he will take William Ruto head on, atamkimbiza kama baiskeli ya kuibiwa. I don't know what you think, but you can write your comment down there in the comment section. Let us talk, let us discuss. Perhaps it can form a basis of whatever we're gonna talk about in the next video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content.